Hey, this is Kevin again. This time I'm presenting a very small Turkish army during the Crimean War. What I really like about studying this conflict is that we have the first images of black and white photography. So you can actually see the men. And I tell you, the photos are quite awesome. You can see the colors, you can see the faces, expressions, especially the ones of the British. But this particular army was not bad. Had some supply issues, but it fought the Russians to a standstill in Bulgaria or Silestria. It actually beat them in a couple of battles, which forced the Russians to actually withdraw, pulling in the Allied contingents of France, Britain, and Sardinia. The Turks went on the offensive in the Crimean. There's a couple of books, two or three, these images I just showed you here, showing the Turkish army, quite colorful, really pretty, dark blue, red stripes. The cavalry was quite varied. And yeah, I really enjoyed researching the history of it and painting it. You can see it's a little bit smaller than the normal armies I do. You've got small Arab contingents and skirmishers. You've got lancers, a regular line Turkish cavalry. The Turkish forces themselves were in dark blue with red stripes, red fez. And so I tried to just give it a little bit of a flair, of different types of units and that might have inhabited the continent. The infantry all look the same. They're divided into two divisions or two brigades of 4 units each. And yeah, I just grabbed figures from wherever I could to try to fill the gaps. These are older figures, so they're not so easily had. But I think that, I usually base my units up 3 stands of 8 each, so 24-man units. And then I can make them smaller or larger depending on what engagement I'm really trying to represent. Use black powder as a gaming system with some modifications. And yeah, it works well for us in our club, and I'm happy with it. But I hope you like the representation, and let's get on with it. Let's see what I've got here. Hello, this is Kevin, and I thought I would show my Crimean Turkish War Army. I just finished it 2 nights ago, and put it up on my mini table upstairs. It's a relatively small army. I'll kind of pan out and let you see. There it is. So it's really only 2 divisions. It's 8 infantry units. Probably more batteries than it should have, but I had the figures for it. 4 commanders and 1 light infantry unit and 4 cavalry. So this is an army that was built for the Crimean War to kind of augment the French or the English or to participate in any battle. The figures are minifig and rank and file, kind of old figures, but also mixed in some other figures in here that I just had laying around, and I thought, well, you know what, I'm just going to put them in, and they fit. I kind of wanted the army to have a feel of its own. The infantry, they're all in dark blue coats, dark blue pants, with red fez, with a red stripe down the leg, and white piping. They're all the same. I made my own flags. The artillery are basically the same. I could not find a reference to what color the casings were, or the caissons, the artillery and baggage. So I had a whole bunch of green colored one, which is a little bit more Russian, but if somebody could tell me what the color was, I'll repaint those for sure. The cavalry is kind of an interesting group. I guess these are called Baba Bashuks. I had a unit in red. I also did one in kind of a greenish color. I painted a little bit more in the style of the different nations that made up Turkey at the time. These are Turkish Lancers or Turkish cavalry, Baba Bashuks, and then there's some Cimmerian hussars that augmented the army. So I had just these old figures laying around, and I thought, you know what? I don't know what to do with them. I'm just going to put them into a collection and call this my Turkish army. Why did I do that? I guess because I can. Why not? But I think that it kind of gives the flair, you know, when you read about Turkish infantry on the side, you know, light infantry, etc., etc. Skittish, so that's what I'm using them for. The Turkish regular troops held up pretty well, but I think for a small little army, it turned out very well. It painted up nicely. I really pulled the rabbit out of the hat as far as pulling together figures that were in different other armies or I didn't know what to do with. And yeah, I had a purpose now. So I like how they turned out. The bases are the same as I did for the Russians and the Brits, kind of a dry, arid, with a little bit of green mixed in. And I think with all the flags the same, it turned out to be a nice little force. It's not very big, but I think that it's turned out quite well in essence. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll put this up and see what people have to say about it. You know, I've just kind of in closure, the Turks were a very important part of the Crimean War. They participated in a lot of battles. They were pretty much at the very beginning of the Crimean War in the Balkans, and they fought the Russians to a standstill. It was a bloody affair, back and forth. So I think that it'll be a lot of fun to kind of put them on the table. Thanks.